Okay,
All right.
so on today's expose, I am choosing, and I'm surprised we haven't chosen him before because we've talked about this character quite a bit, but we never actually featured him on expose. It's Riptide. Oh, how
Oh,
perfect, right? Okay, um, and so he first appeared in Uncanny X-Men number 210 in October 1986, the year before I was born, created by Chris Claremont and John Romita Jr. His name is Janos Quested, which I can think of Johnny Quest, but I don't think that's right. Janos Quested. Uh, and he is affiliated with the Marauders and stuff like that because he just fits in with them. And he's a mutant with the ability to spin his body at an incredibly fast rate. He can also be like, he's kind of like Spike in a way where he can generate these like calcium growths from his bones that protrude through his skin, and he can turn them into like shurikens and spikes, and he can release them when he spins and go. So yeah, and he makes tornadoes, and I guess if he was in the water, he could do like a water tornado. And there you go.
There you go. Thank you.
very good. I liked it.
Welcome to Bayville, my new home. It's time you remember why they call me Storm.
Look at me, I'm fat. Do I look that bad to you? Easy, you fuzzy elf. Everything is going to be just fine.
Storm. 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 That was tight. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Welcome to this week's Solving for X. My name is Sean. I'm the ultimate excavationist.
And I'm something of an X fan myself, Kevin.
And I'm XBF promoted to podcaster, Ryan. I still need a new one. Sorry, guys.
I love the pained look on your faces. You were trying to remember your moniker. Yeah, we need a new one.
We definitely do. Help me out, guys.
All right, great. So to start off real quick, let's talk about our previously on what kind of lover is Beast? Ladies, this was a popular question because I got a lot of responses, a lot of write-ins.
One of my friends wrote in, and it cracked me up.
Yeah. So, selfish bitch got the least votes, 13%. Ouch, just ouch, got 15%. Pillow princess got 28%. And beast in the sheets got 44%. So let me find some of those messages because they were
I was like,
making
I
me
want to hear
laugh.
some of these.
Yeah.
So we had Shinobi Phoenix, Phoenix Cody Ridley, write in on our YouTube and say, Beast is a pillow princess, and I will tell you why. Other than Dark Beast, Beast is always depicted what we would now call a wife guy. He is laying on his back, letting you be in control so he doesn't hurt you. He's a sub-top if straight and sub-switch if queer. So very detailed on
Oh my
what's going on with
goodness.
Beast. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. And then we had Teo Medina write in, and he said, he is a gentle yet aggressive lover. Like, he will hold and kiss you passionately while doing those strong strokes where he puts the whole thing inside and lets it sit there for a second or two before pulling out and thrusting again. And I just wrote back, oh, wow, that was very descriptive. Yeah. I think I need to take a cold shower.
And that's my friend Teo. I met him at 90s Con in Daytona, and he was dressed like a Fury. He was dressed like Piper Fury cosplay, and so I was like, all right, yes, he has my heart. So it's great that he's found us on X-Men too.
Yay, nice. And then pretty frequent writer in Legion Ivory said, I'd say he's a very passionate and communicative lover. He probably lights candles and shit. Laugh out loud. I hope he doesn't like the shit.
I mean, I like the candles, but I don't know if I want the shit part. No.
Yeah. So we had those. I should have put one where he's a more sensual lover. We didn't really have that as a choice, but that's kind of what we all said. Oh well.
Yeah.
He would be. He would like that
Definitely.
some sophistication, I would think, in his
Mhm.
wooing.
I think so too in his wooing.
Who recited Shakespeare and everything.
I was just going to say, in between fuckings, he'd be reciting Shakespeare and stuff. To fuck or not to fuck? That is the
to fuck or
question.
not to fuck. I also wanted to bring this up to both of you because I had an interesting conversation with Phoenix Cody Ridley. He kind of pointed out the fact that so far in the series, we've made many comments about Storm being like relegated to Xavier's driver and never really having a strong story of her own. And Evan is also kind of a supporting character. He's also his story more so supports other characters. Like he was a part of Beast's like calming Beast down, but it wasn't really about Evan. So the question that Phoenix posed to me is, are these microtransgressions? Because these are both black characters who are more relegated to the sidelines. So what do you think about this?
I think it's more about them not getting to them yet, as we have like an episode like all about them coming up. Yeah, I think it's just, the timing of it all isn't always matching up to what, they want to do.
Okay.
I have to agree with Kevin, because I was the entire time that you were talking about this, I was like, just wait.
I know.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that we should revisit this question in a few episodes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You got me.
Yeah.
I mean, at least where I stand right now, I would agree with Phoenix. But yeah, I haven't seen the whole series, so I can't make that call, I guess, because I don't know what's coming.
It's gonna be
All right.
it might be a while though, to be honest with you, but you'll see.
Okay, that's good. So the order, I don't even understand the order anymore or what's going on with these episodes. I don't understand, because the order on Disney Plus is not necessarily the air date order, because like the air dates go in a certain particular order, but I guess we're still going in like the intended story date. I don't know anymore.
So right now we're still on. It's not until we get to episode 7 that there's a thing, because I have my DVDs, and my DVD is in the correct like order that they
Airing
intended.
order?
No, not airing order. This is the correct order that they intended.
Oh,
the ones on Disney Plus are the order that they aired.
Oh.
I don't even think they are anymore though on Disney Plus.
So far I was looking into both of them today actually. So far all the ones on Disney Plus go on the order that was supposed to be originally aired. Like this one, the one we're doing now, is we're right on, but the next one is supposed to be November 16th, 2001 or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And what is in Disney Plus order is the actual episode that aired that date. But it's not the episode that they intended to be there. So we're going in the way that most people have seen the episodes, but the DVDs is the ones that it's supposed to be. Kind of like the Leewalds, they had their intended episodes, but they got aired out of date all over the place too. So,
and can you remind me why is the reasoning that they switched everything up?
There's different reasons. I mean, I feel like we'd better to talk about next episode, because right now we're still on. So, but it was a holiday thing for this one. They pushed it back so it'd be more in line with the holiday.
Okay. All right, great. And this one, speaking of this one, it aired November 3rd, 2001, written by Greg Johnson, directed by Stephen E. Gordon. Kevin, take us away.
Okay. Hawaii, the beach, the batch. A serene day is interrupted by winds traveling more than 60 miles an hour, faster than your little car that can't go on the freeway. And Scott is sitting on a Hawaiian batch watching Alex surf through his live feed. Alex ignores the storm warnings and goes for one more surf. Scott watches on the live feed as Alex falls off of his board. Scott begins to worry when Alex doesn't come up from the underwater. Alex calls out for Scott on the live feed. It's like, "Hey, bro, I'm here. See, but I'm stuck in a riptide." Expose. And but he doesn't want to harbor control. He doesn't want harbor control to help him. He's like, "No, you come get me because I don't want to look like a loser on TV." He convinces Scott to hijack a boat and to come get him. He's like, "Okay, Scott into action." Smashy, boaty, whatever. But the way he says, I was so mad. He's like, "Alex." It's like, why do you say it like that? But yeah.
You, sir, do like imitate the Cyclops' voice too well. Like,
You know, it's fun.
You know,
It's not like I have any experience or anything.
I kind of foreshadowing. I kind of hate Alex in X-Men Evolution. He's terrible. He's just terrible.
He's terrible.
But at
He's a
the end
teenager.
No buts. No.
At the end of season 1, I was kind of excited because I thought that we were going to get Alex as like a main character then. And then I thought I was like, oh shit, they're going to introduce Polaris then too. But no, he had to stay in Hawaii and what's it called? Decide to get hit by riptides.
Yep. Stupid Alex.
Stupid Alex.
Yeah.
Scott's having issues locating Alex in the water. He asks Alex to send up a flare. Alex uses his powers. Scott sees the flare and navigates towards Alex's flare. Alex loses all strength. Scott uses the radio to try and contact harbor control. The signal sucks. Scott keeps looking.
Oh, poor Scotty.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I have a lot of issues with this episode. Like, none of them have happened yet, but like just reading and hearing it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope we have the same one because it's a big one.
My dick? Anyway.
I thought you were talking about me. Yeah.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
My dick? No. I'll stop.
Oh my.
Oh my. Back at the Snowy Manor, Kitty gets a call from Lance. He wants to go to the mall with her. The call is interrupted by Beefcake Nightcrawler. He messed with the image inducer to make himself look macho. Kitty kicks him out, and Nightcrawler passes Spike in the hall. Spike sees Nighty make himself look very obese, but with a teeny little tiny tail.
And first I was like, ew, snow. Even though like I see snow all the time. I was like, oh no, I don't want it.
Not yet.
And then I got so mad. I'm like, why is Spike so dumb? Because he literally saw Kurt transform. He's like, you need to lay off the donuts or whatever. I'm like, it's like an illusion. Yeah.
Yeah, you just saw it happen.
Beef balls or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm like, what? Are you not looking? Gene is in the kitchen Gene is in the kitchen eating breakfast and watching the news. In comes Kurt. Gene and Kurt are both worried for Scott's, well, maybe more Alex's safety. Only Alex would be dumb enough to go into the water during a storm. Nightcrawler's image inducer suddenly makes his head ridiculously big, and Gene's like, "How's your head?"
Lots of complaints.
Yeah, I can see that.
And how's your head? Gene freaks the fuck out, and Kurt leaves the kitchen.
Oh my God.
This is a weird episode.
Yeah. Back in Hawaii, the storm rages on. Scott is being buffeted by water as he still tries to contact harbor control. Alex shoots up another flare. Alex goes to try and find him, Just then, Alex is heard coughing on water as his GoPro goes underwater. Scott continues to search even as a helicopter is deployed to find his boat. When all hope is almost lost, Scott finds Alex and pulls him aboard. Scott tries to steer them towards safety as the water gets even worser. Not worser.
Not worse, sir. I love that we're indoctrinating you into the Sean idiot way of speaking.
Yes. You're welcome.
Don't agree with
That's
me.
what we do. No, it's. I've been indoctrinated way. I mean, I'm probably part of the problem, really.
I don't see any problem with it. I honestly believe that you're the most smartest.
Oh, thank you. I was going to tell you the other day, Ryan, I got some, but we got busy on that episode. I got some.
I got some.
Yay.
I love that. Oh my god, it's such a good movie.
Drop Dead Gorgeous, y'all.
Drop Dead
You don't know.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
Yep. All right, here goes. Back at the manor, the students are having a snowball fight. Iceman discreetly makes his own snowball and throws it. The other students catch on and use their powers as well. Busted face Beast and Jean watch as the students go cray. Beast joins in. Spike comes out and calls Jean in to watch the news.
Do
you guys hear that?
Come out, wherever you are.
Don't worry about us, Dingo. We'll make sure we can.
Cameo.
It's a cameo. It's the snowballers are Iceman, Jubilee, Magma, and Berserker.
Berserker. This is the moment where I think to myself, perhaps there's something there that wasn't there before.
Oh, you Disney gay.
I mean, Beast was in it, so why wouldn't you start singing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I wanted to ask you guys. So this is kind of the first time that we're actually seeing Jubilee use her powers in the we've heard like the firecrackers before and like blasts and stuff like that, but we never actually saw like the powers protrude from her hand. Well, how do you guys feel about the way that they portrayed her powers?
If I remember right, it wasn't as like fireworky looking though, was it?
So it was basically just like kind of like a plasma blast and then kind of fireworks around the plasma blast.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I know it's not what we're used to, but I kind of loved it.
It is pretty. It's pretty. I remember that.
It is.
Cause I never seen that. I'm like, what is that? I was like, I'll take it. But now I know. Okay, now I know what that is.
But I thought it was a cool rendition of her powers, and unlike anything that we saw before in the animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely more dangerous feeling because like something's actually hitting you than like sparkles.
Yeah. Well, also, I think this was past the time that, like when Emma told her, or in the comics, when Emma told her, like, I don't think you have any idea your potential. Like, you could literally, like, blow up an entire mansion with just your powers.
Right.
Yeah.
And then seeing the way she used her powers in '97, too, that's a really cool indicator,
And then the way that Leah Williams used her powers in, Sean, what was it? The Grindhouse comic. God.
Right when you say it, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah.
Exterminators.
Oh.
Yes. Really cut that in half. Don't let them even. Exterminators. Just use that.
Amazing.
But yeah, no, it was pretty amazing. But yeah, I like the way that they portrayed it, so I wanted to make sure that we spoke about it.
Yeah, she's badass in Exterminators.
Mm-hmm.
Jean and Spike come in to join Professor X and Storm watching the news. The news reports that Alex Masters and Scott Summers are caught out in the storm. A search party is currently underway. Professor X orders Storm to prep the X-Jet. Prep the X-Jet.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Connery. And once again, Storm is Xavier's bitch. Like, go do this, go do that, Storm. Clean my toilet, Storm. Suck my dick, Storm. Like, that's all she is.
I hope that wasn't part of her job. Jeez.
Oh my
I
god.
hope so too. And did you guys notice when Jean and Evan are walking in? Like, Jean just looks huge next to Evan from far away.
I could see that, but I told you that a lot of other people, for some reason, always thought that Jean looked like she was like a lot older than like the other students, which I could totally see that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's a model. She's America's Next Top Model.
Oh,
Charisma Carpenter.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Back in Hawaii, Scott maneuvers the boat through the waves. The boat begins to sputter, and the gas is out. Thinks he hears a chopper. Scott tells Alex he's an idiot. It wasn't a chopper. It was a boar.
The boat. Sorry.
Boat.
I like boar better.
Yeah. Speaking of gas.
It was a boat. It was a boat. I still like the boar better. All right. Scott orders Alex to try and find a gas can. Just then, a huge wave threatens to overtake the boat. Scott uses his power to cut it in half. The chopper sees Scott's blast. Wow. I thought this was really cool. Like, this was like a way that we never saw Scott like kind of use his power ever to like cut something like this. So I thought this was very, very cool in a cool way that Chris Yost described it.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the idea that like it cut through a wave was pretty cool because it would be heated, so it would kind of evaporate the wave and break it apart. So it's smart.
Definitely.
I mean, we see something similar in X3 when he shoots at the water and like, oh, Jean comes out. Oh, but this was much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
and he didn't die at the end, so I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say that
too. Crucial part.
Yep.
Yeah.
The X-Jet makes its way over Hawaii and into the storm. Can jets go this fast? Huh. Back on the boat, Alex is able to find a gas can. It's too late, though. A big wave capsizes the boar. Scott is unconscious and goes underwater, now without his life vest. Alex wades in the water above looking for Scott. Scott comes to underwater and swims back up to the surface. The two brothers watch as the boat suddenly sinks. Alex chastises Scott for a crappy rescue. Really, bitch? Really? Alex expects the two to die. He reveals he just changed his name to Summers legally. Great timing.
Here. Yeah. I'm happy that that's going to be on your tombstone instead of Masters, you idiot.
It looks like you lost your touch.
Yeah, I was like, the Blackbird just left from New York. How did it get all the way to Hawaii so fast?
Comic magic.
Comic magic. I like it.
The speed of light.
I mean, I know it's supposed to be like some no, they didn't know the Shi'ar at this point. I was like, did they have Shi'ar technology? Maybe that's how. I was like, no, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Yeah.
Thanks for playing, though.
Yeah, I tried. Yeah. Where's the trapdoor?
Okay. Scott assures Alex that they will be okay. A chopper is probably already looking for them. Just then the chopper finds them. It pulls Alex from the water. As they are pulling Alex up, lightning hits the chopper. I was like, this episode stressed me out. I was like, are you kidding me? How many things can go wrong? This is unlikely. I'm like, am I being sabotaged? I'm like, this is crazy.
It was like a Final Destination movie. Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening?
True. I like that.
The tail explodes and the chopper goes down. Scott shoots the chopper to redirect his landing away from Alex. Scott quickly tells Alex to take off the harness. But he's like, what? I can't hear you. I'm dumb. I'm out of it. I don't know what to do. Alex doesn't hear and is pulled down with the chopper. And then he tries to, like, flare the rope. He's like, oh, but I'm too tired. I can't even lift it off my shoulders. And Scott goes and swoops down. He's like, I'll get it off of you. The two get to the surface together.
How did Scott make it look so easy? All he did was go, whoop.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like the buckle was in back of him or something, and it was just like...
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if you have much experience with this, but, you know, as us bisexuals, when you can go wrap around the bra and you with one hand unstrap the bra. Sorry.
What's a bra?
I know. Yeah. Boom.
You mean those boob holders? No.
Right.
I also wanted to add that I just realized, I was like, always in the comics, Alex always makes stupid, dumb decisions. Like, he does not make good decisions, and they really brought that out in this series very well. Also, I love that they typecasted it too, kind of for the time. They're like, well, what's like kind of like a dumb person out there, like surfer. Let's make Alex a surfer. Yeah. I was like, oh, poor typecasting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, you can tell right when they show him too. You're like, oh, this man's a surfer with that hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, scene 11. A little ways away, the rescue team, now in need of a rescue, calls in for help. A lot of ways away, the Blackbird closes in on Alex and Scott. Jean spots a funnel cloud. Storm assures the funnel cloud won't be a problem. Unless it touches water. But that surely won't happen.
Of course
not with my day. Yeah, not with my day. I have no way, Jose, that could happen.
Yeah, everything's going
what
so
could possibly
right.
go wrong?
Scott and Alex continue to fight the elements. Alex is getting tired, and Scott does his best to keep Alex awake. Scott is hopeful a rescue chopper may be there when he mentioned it. Like last time. Hey, there's the chopper.
Yeah. The rescue team are pulled aboard a rescue ship. They are worried that they still haven't found the boys. The Blackbird comes in and locks onto Scott and Alex. Just then, a funnel cloud touches down on water.
What?
It's pulling Alex and Scott in. How coincidence, crazy, how awful. Oh my goodness, I didn't warn you at all. The two swim like their lives depend on it, because they do. They are pulled into the funnel cloud. Whoa! Storm uses her power to hold the cloud at bay. She demands Jean to hurry up and help Scott and Alex. I know they're fat, but you can do it. Jean is able to pull the brother aboard the Blackbird using her telekinesis.
Yes.
This was my main issue with
I'm just like,
this.
Yes! What? Couldn't Storm have gotten rid of the storm?
Yes!
Like,
Why didn't you really
ago?
just make the storm go away? Like, completely. I understand that, yes, that could cause, like, another huge storm in another area in the world right now, but she could also take care of that later. They've got a jet that could go at the speed of light.
Yeah, why is she acting like she can't do shit? She's like, I can't hold. I'm like, bitch.
And of all things,
like,
she's just shooting a huge hole of air into the funnel cloud.
Make the sun come out, girl. Like, just go, let's come on.
Like, this was my major issue. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
They literally suck at doing Storm in this series. They suck.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
My
And I
dog
don't
was
know.
smart. He even agreed.
It makes me think about Phoenix's comment, like they're nerfing Storm, like she's not that cool.
Yeah.
I know. I'll wait.
With the summer boys safe, intense music starts as Xavier flies all to safety. Storm comes back to the Blackbird exhausted. A worn-out Alex thanks Alex for keeping him alive out there. Scott is sure Alex will return the favor one day, 'cause he's a dumbass. Bow chicka bow wow. Horn music starts playing as Xavier penetrates the cloud coverage with the Blackbird.
You're welcome.
This moment was so awkward. It was like awkward flying through the clouds. Like, why are we staying here this long?
It wasn't very like I was like, okay, I thought the same
what's
thing.
happening?
Like someone needed to waste some time. Like they're like,
Yeah.
shit, we didn't make another huge accident happen to Scott and Alex while they're trying to get on here. Let's just fly into the clouds for 30 seconds.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but in Return of the Jedi, after the whole like Jabba like saving Han Solo scene, they originally filmed like they come back to the Falcon and there's a sandstorm that they have to get through. And they took it out of the film because it was like, you just went through this whole heroic thing and now there's another fucking thing in your way. It reminds me of that. Like, just let them have their moment.
Yeah.
I get it. But
Yeah.
I still wouldn't have minded that sandstorm scene though.
I know. I want to see it. Back at the manor, Beast realizes his mistake in allowing the students to use their powers in a snowball fight. He decides he'll need to take a much different approach in teaching the new mutants how to use their powers.
Oh, silly mutants.
Tricks are for kids.
Yeah. Elsewhere in the manor, Professor X finds Kurt waiting outside the infirmary. Kurt asks if he can visit Scott. Xavier allows Kurt to visit. He's like, "Here you go, Kurt. I repaired your image inducer." And winky face. And then
You're gonna love this
Kurt,
one.
He's like, I can't wait for you to see what I've done with it. Kurt promises to never mess with it again and goes to see Scott.
Winky face.
Winky face.
In the infirmary, Jean is feeding Scott like a little baby. Enter Kurt, who welcomes Scott back. Scott thanks the ma'am for welcoming back. Kurt looks in the mirror and finds out that Xavier fiddled with his image inducer to make Kurt into Kurtina. Oh, Xavier.
90s outro. But yeah, with this Kurtina thing, I think they really try to milk it when they say, "Welcome back, sailor."
That's funny. Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, I guess it's fun that Professor X has a sense of humor.
Yeah, he looked like Rogue, which is weird.
A little bit, yeah. I also thought, I was like, this is kind of what I was expecting Jubilee to look like in X-Men Evolution. Like,
yeah.
That's a good point, yeah. Well, gentlemen, this episode was nominated for a Golden Reel Award for Best Sound Editing in Television Animation. I was surprised when I first saw that. I was like, it won an award, but it didn't win. It was nominated, but it was for sound and not for story.
well, they did have the porn music in it, so.
That's true. So let's see. Let's talk about how we like this episode and rate it. Britishly bitchin' like Emma. Pretty cool like Iceman. Australian Wolverine, you kind of love it, but kind of hate it. Fat and sweaty like Jubilee. Unspeakable like X-Men Origins Deadpool. Who wants to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
You go first, sir.
All right. This episode was weird, okay? This is weird. So I understand, like, the point is we want to show that Alex is immature and he's always getting Scott in trouble. But, like, the lengths to which, like, Kevin kind of brought it up, like, there's a whole fucking rescue chopper. Now the chopper's being shot down. Like, this goes so big that at a certain point, I'm like, I hate Alex. Like, why didn't he just get out of the water? He knew there was a storm coming. Get out of the damn water. Like, this was all his fault. So it made me kind of, like, slowly dislike this episode more and more. I gave it a fat and sweaty, like, Jubilee.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Like I said before, this episode stressed me out. I was being like, because I was sitting there imagining myself as Cyclops, like, as I do. I'm like I would be sitting there like, this is where I die. this is where
I like that really casual, as I do. It's a normal thing.
I always imagine myself in Cyclops' shoes, you know. But I was like, geez Louise, you know, you have the whole, and he's going right into action. He's so optimistic the entire time, which is crazy. But it's like, oh, he's going over here. I'll go get a boat. Oh, the big waves come crashing down. These like 100-foot waves are gonna kill me. But like, oh, I'm out of gas. Oh no! And then the lightning, and then the riptide, and then the So it was a lot. And while I do love me some Cyclops stories, this was like the very definition of filler for me. I wouldn't call it bad, but it felt like filler. Sometimes fillers don't feel like filler. This felt like it, because it was like completely unrelated and out of nowhere. Even the Kurt stuff was like, okay.
Yeah.
So, but because it's Cyclops and he's focused, I'm giving it Australian Wolverine.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I have to agree with Kevin. I'm gonna give it Australian Wolverine. Kinda love it, kinda hate it. I also forgot to mention that I believe that we also had a mini Gene-gasm.
Okay.
In this episode. Like, when Jean was lifting both the guys up, she was doing quite a bit of, like, moaning to herself, and I was all like, are we having a mini Gene-gasm? But so I liked it for that, and then I also liked it because of how Cyclops destroyed the wave. Also, it was a really cool use of his powers, and I also liked it because it made me laugh when Alex tried to cut the rope with his hand, and it didn't work, and it was literally just like a like nothing.
I'm too tired. I'm drained.
Exactly.
I came too many times today.
Wow. There are pills for that, Alex. So yeah, I gave it an Australian Wolverine.
Okay. That's fair. I guess I'm the only hater today. Do we all agree that Cyclops is the most excellent player?
It's a duh. It's a duh. I mean, he's doing it all. He's doing all the grunt work and succeeding for the.
What was Storm doing? Just blowing a hole in a riptide? No, he could have done so much more.
I know.
And and Storm just lifted our Jean, third time's the charm, just lifted them out of the water. So not much.
If anyone deserved the MXB besides Cyclops, it would have to be Kurt's image inducer.
Right.
True.
That jokester.
All right, and what would we say is the X factor?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys. Someone else can go.
I just put brotherly love? Question mark.
I mean, I guess for me, the standout is seeing like the many ways Scott can use his powers and how cool he can be. So I'll go with that.
Yeah,
I have to agree with that.
Turning me.
Yeah, I have to agree with Sean on that. Cyclops' use of powers, especially destroying the tidal wave. It's like anything. Yeah. It's unlike anything we saw before.
Yeah.
Woo. Kind of reminded me of X-Men 97 when he first showed up and used his powers all differently, like sliding across the
my gosh,
floor, doing
epic,
all that cool shit. God.
Oh, my heart is on fire, and I wanna. Okay, I'm done. I'm not.
Put your shirt on, sir.
Let's get hot in here.
Yeah. So for this week, we'll keep it simple. Previously on, who is your favorite OG Summers? Like anybody was going to choose Vulcan or Adam X anyway. But OG Summers brother, Cyclops or Havok? Kevin, who's yours?
I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, it starts with the Cyclops.
Okay. I said Adam X wasn't an option. How about you, Ryan?
I have to agree with Kevin. I'm going to go with Cyclops on this one. Alex just makes some stupid decisions in TV shows and comics, so.
Yeah.
Even though I kind of think that he is a little bit cuter sometimes.
He is
in
cuter.
the comics, at least.
Yeah. And he used to be like one of my favorite characters, but yeah, I don't know. Just over the years, he just comes off as very whiny. So I'm gonna say Cyclops.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Stan Lee creation. Love him.
Love him.
Love her.
Love her.
Cool. And we're not gonna do a full Danger Room Divas this week, but we're still gonna talk about the results. How did that come about? How did that
Let's do it.
shake out? So the question was, who is a worse driver, Dazzler or Silver Samurai? So it was close, y'all. So Silver Samurai came in with 45%, Dazzler with 55%. People agreed with me. I mean, okay, here's one flaw with Aurora's argument. I love her, love the bitch. She said I could call her that. She's a great person. Her argument was Silver Samurai in all his armor can't get into a car. So I'm like, well, then he's not a bad driver if he can't even get in to drive the car.
I also think that she was basing her Silver Samurai based off of kind of the Wolverine movie.
Oh, yeah. True.
Too. So I thought that when she was like, he can't get into a car, I was like, have you ever been to a Hummer? There's a lot of space. Like,
but no, it was really close and it's fun. We just do it for fun. There's not any money on the line or anything.
no, you still owe me
No
20
points.
7. No.
Oh yeah, right. It's like, oh gosh.
Well, Sexy Exies, we'll be back next week with African Storm. We do want to wish everybody a happy holiday, a Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate, Happy Hanukkah. Let us know what you celebrate. I always like to learn about different cultures and beliefs, so don't be afraid to talk about it. But also check out this Sunday, the 22nd, Two Mutant to Handle is here. If you're like, what the hell is that, Sean? Go watch our live stream. We'll tell you all about it in about 15 minutes.
It'll be live by Friday.
Yeah. Well, not.
It's live. It's live. We're in the future.
It comes out on Sunday.
Oh, yep, Sunday. Sorry, never mind. My bad.
You silly.
Thank goodness I'm pretty.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, you can find me on Sean.Perrette on Instagram, or TikTok, or on Kevin's podcast that I'll let him talk about.
Yeah, that's Words of the Witches, about charmed books. Words of the Witches. And you can find my personal Instagram that's doesn't let me go on live. KJEZ. Let me try this again. KJEEZY87. That's the one. There you go.
And Ryan?
And you guys can find me on Instagram at RYEORIO or in the Solving for X comments. Thanks, guys. Happy holidays. You can finish it up, Sean. I know you don't like when I do that.
Yeah, and like and subscribe, follow us, help us get our name out there. We're really trying to grow the podcast, and any help you can be in leaving us a review and following us on YouTube or Instagram, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Wow.
Like us. We'll like you guys.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Sexy XE.